Greetings, greetings. Welcome to a Friday episode of Vaygrim's Chance. You might hear the distant din of lawnmowers in the background. I'm not sure. We're just going to have to work with it. Okay, let's see. First of all, there's probably one thing you're going to notice. Ceiling. There's actually a second floor up here in this little area. Whoop, missed one. Boop. Also, all the little light ball things are gone. And there's still more than adequate. Let's do an F7 real quick. Yeah, see? There's more than adequate light levels across the whole place. Now, this whole building is protected by magnum torch, so I don't have to worry about dark spots from a danger perspective, but I do have to worry about them from an aesthetic perspective. I do want some darkness up near the ceilings. I do kind of want parts of this place to feel a little cramped. But we have this whole second tier up there. I branched out now. I'm going to start making Ender IO machines in this room right here. I've actually got power conduit running under the floor all the way around to this, which means there's actually now power conduit under here that I can pull up if I wanted to, if I so chose. Let's see. Resonant Ender. Oh yeah, energized glowstone. That's another thing that I was doing. Right. Impulse, where are those things? Opaque impulse item ducts. Whew. Okay. Glowstone-filled items travel more rapidly, and they're opaque so you don't see the items. What was I doing with those? Well, I was actually replacing all my unrouted pipes with those. I put them in place. They actually cross-connect. It works. It looks fine. BuildCrap actually recognizes it. The only thing that you really are advised to do is connect them to basic pipes on each end. So basically, I would replace all of my unrouted pipes with basic pipes. And I did that. I actually did test that. Do I have... Nope, I liquidated all of them. I made some gold transport pipes with a redstone signal also, and I was testing speed to see how long it took to get something from point A to point B. Basically, I would request something. And honestly, while my request times are not the most amazing, I'm going to request something, and we can see here in real time. While my request times are not the most amazing in the grand scheme of things, what was happening, I replaced all my unrouted transport, all my unrouted transport pipes with impulse item ducts, opaque ones. And the request time stayed the same. Like the time between requesting something and actually getting it, it was maybe a fraction of a second faster. Maybe. So I swapped it out for gold pipes, no difference. Gold pipes with a redstone signal, no difference. So I don't think that you can alter the movement speed of items within a logistics pipes network. I don't think you can alter the movement speed of items inherently by changing the pipes out. I think it's a fixed notion until this comes into play. There is an item speed upgrade. This is a pipe upgrade. So what I did, let me see if I can actually, there you are. Let's get all this stuff. And if I right click, you'll see I have an item speed upgrade. I just put it in the upgrade slot. You make one of these doodads. It's a logistics pipes controller. And basically, it lets you can do security, basic pipe session. You can see how many requests and stuff like that sent, received. Now, I actually think that this is pointless here. I have, let's see. Yeah, let's put that back. I think I even have one over here. No. Yeah. Let's see, what was that? Use renderer. Yeah, you can change render distances, all sorts of crazy stuff. Okay. I don't think they have any purpose there. Did I put one here? Yep, I've made a fair number of these things. And I think what you have to do... See? We'll get to that in a second. I think what I have to do is put them in here. where things are being requested. If you look at statistics, it says session, sent, received, relayed. That's where I think once you get into this stuff, the things that it's actually sending and receiving back and forth, I think that's where these upgrades come into play. I think that's where they become critical. Let's see. So I actually do want to make more of those. Which circles back around to a second task that we were looking at. Storage drawers. Specifically, I'm going to put a whole bunch of these down. Let's just boop, 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 boop. Okay. So I'm actually going to grab a stack of cobblestone. I have a chest up next to my request table right there. It was just an iron chest previously. I have swapped it out now for a ender chest. I put a little diamond right there. It's just white, 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 but I put a little diamond on there, which means it's private. It's mine. It's not a public one, which means other people that make an ender chest and it's white, 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 it will be a shared one until they do this. Then it becomes their own private one. So that's my private white, white, white ender chest. I made an ender pouch to go with it and linked them. I even renamed it in the anvil sorting pouch. And you can see Vaygrim, it is linked to me. That's a private one. So I can actually get this thing, put that cobblestone right back in there. It will disappear back into the system. And if we just watch this wall, watch very, very carefully and see what happens. Basically, there we go. You see, there's cobblestone up here. It should be prioritizing that first, but it looks for an empty one first. Then it looks for another one that actually has that stuff in it. And I don't know why it does that. It seems like the priorities on the drawer controller is backwards. So what we have to do, I was just lopping all of these empty ones off. Now somebody said, why don't you make a drawer key so that it will actually not do that? Well, drawer keys previously didn't actually work. I have used drawer keys in 1.7.10. If you look back at, I think I have everything locked. I think. Yeah, if you look back at my Forgecraft 2 series, Season 1, when I had the underwater base, okay, that actual whole setup that I had for inventory, I was using storage drawers primarily, and I was using drawer controllers. And even though I went through and locked every single empty drawer, stuff would still get inserted into it. So it appears, I'm actually going to just get half of that and put it in there. And that should come down. That was 1 and then 32. And that should come back in batches, and you see it's not showing up anywhere where it's not supposed to. So let's get this, for example. It's got 52. I can take one out, and we can watch it. And it should, if it's bugged, go to this one. But instead, we're going to see this one go back to 52. Come on. There we go, 52. So this does work now, and I'm happy about this. But this mechanism for locking the drawers has been bugged in the past. That's one of the reasons why I didn't really bother with looking into seeing if it was working or not, because previously it didn't work for me. So we can put those back there. I think we can lock. Can we lock these? We can. Gonna have to go through and lock every single one of these. What this means is, whoops. Oh. Ooh, that's the quick way to do it. Hang on a sec. There we go. That is cool. I didn't know that was a thing. See, there's a lot of functionality with storage drawers that have been improved or the bugs that have been fixed since I last used it, and that's really good. I'm very happy about that. So we actually have storage drawer solution sorted out, which means now I can come around here and I can get stuff like I've been making a lot of quite clear glass. Let's get all of that and just find a storage drawer for it. There we go. We don't have to worry about it anymore. And now, even if I pull all of that out, it will still keep a marker there. And that's the only thing that'll go back in there. Another thing that has been suggested, let's turn off the jetpack real quick. Let's see, wireframe factory blocks, right? And painted glowstone that looks like a factory block. Well, I've gone through, if you look, it's this enameled wall. If you're looking at Wayla in the top middle. Wait a minute. Enameled wall, not enameled wall. This is painted glowstone, and it does blend in. However, I'm going to show you something really clever. Or not clever. I think it's a bug. Let's get this one and repaint it. This is a painted glowstone block. See? It's been painted like a lab block, but it doesn't blend in. What happened? Because this is a painted glowstone block, and it does blend. If you break it, it gets the metadata lopped off the end of it. So if you look at this one is 1001:2. This is just 1001. When you break the blocks, they lose their metadata and they stop blending. So you have to repaint them. If you run them back through the painting machine, there we go. Suddenly it's got that metadata value back. So now what I have to do is if I break any of these hidden glowstone blocks, I have to go repaint them in order to put them back down. And I discovered this quite by accident. It is a bug. Initially, I put one down and it matched. Then I broke it to move it and put it back down again, and it didn't match. And I was like, what happened? I wasn't 100% sure why it was behaving the way it was behaving. We can put those back. And I don't think I have a home for those yet. Let's go downstairs. Yes. Okay. I don't know if it's going to keep all painted glowstone in there or just that painted glowstone. I do have, an item magnet with me. I have been using it, but honestly, I don't find it to be that useful because it runs out of power so quickly. I'm going to put it away right there. And let's see, what other changes have been going on? What other things have been happening? Oh yeah, because we were talking about painted glowstone blocks. Some of these, there's one right there. This is a wireframe block. That's a painted glowstone block. Some of these floor sections have hidden painted glowstone to light the room up some. These right here, that's a painted glowstone block. You see? You can look at the tooltip right there in Wayla and see the difference. It doesn't say enameled wall if it's a painted glowstone block. So yeah, I really do like that. I think it's cool. It kind of hides them. It's very discreet, but you can figure out if you look which ones are actually painted. I don't know if I'm going to swap out some of the blocks on the outside wall. That would put some lit spots on the outside. Maybe I will do that in kind of patterns. I'm not sure. But there's other things that I would like to do at the outside that I have not done yet, and we're going to get to that. Let's see. Not much has actually changed or progressed in the magic section, but what I do want to do is at least get started. Let's see, I've got some chests in here. No, I don't. Okay, for now, I'm just going to do 4 of those. Those will show up eventually. We're going to do blood magic. Blood magic and eventually sanguimancy. There we go. 2 chests. We need to actually make a sacrificial dagger. Missing 1 glass. Ooh. Sand? Oh, I have plenty of sand. I'm just going to stick with request 4. This is the part where I want to speed up the transit of things back and forth. Yep, let's put those in there. That'll get us some glass real quick, which means we can get that. We can put it in here. We're going to hit our differential button, get everything else. I don't need 5 glass now. I only need 4 glass, 1 gold ingot, and 1 iron ingot. I've been thinking, there's a lot of stuff I don't know about mods, right? It is getting to the point where I don't know some of the big changes that have been made in mods. I'm not really aware of. Do I have everything in there? I do. I even have some furnaces made. Oh yeah, I see 3 more right there. There's a lot of stuff I don't know about mods because either the information on the mods out there is out of date, or it is, no longer accurate, or let's get just a whole bunch of cobblestone. Or option number 2, there have been so many recent updates to the mods and not that many people are doing mod tutorials anymore. And I can't even really keep up with the pace of mods that need mod guides that I really want to do mod guides on. And I have so many other series going on. It gets difficult. Let's go up here. This is going to become, for now, I'm actually going to get this and just put a double chest down. Let's see. I have to remember what the first diamond, that's what it is. But there's a lot of mods out there that I'm not up to speed on anymore, or they've had a lot of new additions. I'm considering putting up a wiki on my website. It would be wiki.vaygrim.com. And this would be a wiki about mods, about mod features, maybe about just general Minecraft stuff, maybe. Stuff we could put out wiki information on the community, like the League of Ordinary Gamers. And I think that would be really good. So I'm considering doing that. I want to get your input. If I actually made a wiki, would you guys use it? Is it something that you would be, interested in? We're going to take this a little slowly at first. Let's do that for just right now. I'm going to let that, I don't think it's dropping. No, there's nothing in it. So, but anyway, what's your opinion? What's your thoughts on that? Is this a thing that you would be interested in as a community? You could pitch in, you could help with submitting information, things maybe that you know one specific tidbit about configuring logistics pipes. Do I have any more coffee? I do. Oh, I have coffee. Hang on a second. Hidden coffee for the win. Do you know parts about logistics pipes that most other people overlook? Or maybe you know something about bibliocraft that most people don't. I could maybe even see if I could get some mod authors that don't have wikis for their mods. Maybe they'd want to start using it, or at least contribute some information. I don't think anybody's going to be against it. It's just whether people want to actually contribute or not. I really want to hear about it. Also, I'm still looking for some community submissions. If you want to go to forum.vaygrim.com, you can sign up for a free account. And in the Minecraft forums, just flag it as a VC3 post, like VC3 community submission or whatever you want to say. And just put, VC3 right there in the subject and let us know what kind of stuff you've been doing with the mod pack, what you've been working on. Or what you'd like to work on, concepts, ideas. I want to share some screenshots from you, my viewers, about what you've been doing. I would really love that. I think I'm going to poke myself again. I'm going to put that in there and see what happens. I can't remember how much it takes, but I seem to remember it being pretty easy at the lower levels. Maybe? That should be the very beginner. Week is the very beginner. Week apprentice? Or is it apprentice? I can't remember. I think it's week. It's so hard to tell if it's going down or not. I don't know. Weak blood orb, yeah. Tear. Okay. There we go. We get this. We right click. Suddenly, that can start soaking up all that spare blood. And what I can actually do next is boost this up. Start making some of the actual slates to... let me think. How am I going to automate it? Normally I use Steve's Factory Manager to automate it, but I'm not sure I can do that. I'm going to have to give that a good hard think, because ASM, Advanced Factory Manager, Advanced Systems Manager, the thing we have as a replacement to Steve's Factory Manager is kind of broken, as it turns out. It's got a lot of bugs. So we're going to have to figure that one out. But I just wanted to start Blood Magic real quick, and I've been doing so much Thaumcraft research on the side that I'm probably going to start building between this episode and next some of the basics for Thaumcraft. We're going to see, though. That's going to be in the section below. The room right below here is what I'm going to be using for Thaumcraft. I think I could fit probably a tier 3 altar, blood altar in here. Once we want to get up to the higher tiers, we're going to have to come up with some other place, but I've got an idea for that. Oh, let's see. What do I want to do? I think we can actually put, yeah, I can't check my blood network level, but we can put right into it. I'm going to put that right there. I'm going to actually put that there and put my cobblestone back. I'm going to think about how I'm going to automate that, but that's going to be between this episode and next. This is going to be the Thaumcraft area. I'm going to start doing some of the Essentia distillation nonsense and get a cauldron set up over there somewhere. Since there's no wood in here, I don't have to worry about fire. I'm just going to have to make an on-off switch, because I hate the sound of crackling fire in the background. It really bugs me. It always makes me think something is fixing to burn out, or burn down. Paranoia about living in lots of wooden houses and whatnot. Let's see. I need to make another one of those so I can empty this out. Yeah, in the meantime, I'm curious what you guys think about the wiki. There's a lot of stuff that I would really love to hear from you about. Would this be something you would contribute to? Maybe we can actually have community builds as a section of it, whatever. But I do think it would be useful, and I think it would be interesting. It's just going to take a little bit of work. It's going to take a lot of people submitting a lot of little bits of knowledge and information so we can really build it up and get to a point where... Oh, it's shift. That's what you click with it on. I think I have plenty of... Oh, I have tons of Bricantatio. Okay. Okay, so I can start making some wands that use specific kinds of vis, and they will auto-recharge. I do like those. I think those are really useful. They don't have a high cap on power, but, how much they can store. But you get them down to a certain level, and they start automatically recovering. Okay, so I think I was going to get into robots this episode. I'm not going to, but I am going to do that next episode, BC robots. But... what I want to do first, there are specific design ideas. Let's get up here. Specific design ideas that I've had for how I want to operate things. Now, storage is right here on this level. So what I want to do is I'm going to be building these module things that will stick out from this black section. This is what I had this section for. Not this one. This one. This black section, this obsidian. I'm going to have these modules that will stick out from there. It'll actually stick out right in this little area right here, this 2x2 block grid. And it's going to swoop out a little bit. And basically what that is it's going to be a point where there will be BC pipes, item pipes or power pipes or whatever, sticking out of there that will actually act as power nodes for robots to go back and forth. And this is going to be the bottom level of these multi-floor kind of almost cylindrical, they're actually going to be more cube-shaped, but slightly rounded cube-shaped structures that will be floating in the air. There's going to be one right here-ish, probably. I'll put some things like MFR harvesters and planters, or maybe just harvesters. No, what is it? Pickers? I can't remember. Something works with the agricraft crops. I think harvester works with the agricraft crops. But I'm going to make it to where I can plant things on crop sticks. They don't have to be replanted. They just get picked and they keep regrowing, which means I can slim down the number of machines that I need in my auto farms. So there's going to be a floating module right here There's going to be one at each of the 4 corners, so there'll be another one over here-ish, probably, about the same distance. So what I plan on doing is making a structure that I can actually use the RF Tools builder with. So I can put a builder down where I want it, and then just have it build a module instantly with the number of parts that it requires, and then pick it up and go. So I can put down one of these gardening modules wherever I want, precise measurements, precise location, etc., etc. I think that's going to be a really good way to do it. That's what I'm excited about. But these things are going to be multi-story modules, and they're going to be meant to be automated. Once you get crops in them, you're not really supposed to be going back in and tinkering with them. I will have probably let's say 3 or 4 levels. Let's say it's 4 levels. And if it's 4 levels, there's going to be a harvester on each level. And all the harvesters will route all of their stuff down to the bottom. There will be a storage unit that they will actually put all their stuff in, all the essence, all the seeds, whatever. And the robots will be coming back and forth and ferrying items from the module here over. I'm considering even making it to where they're carrying power back and forth, but it really kind of depends. I'm not sure if I can make can I make a bot? Let's look at bot. Okay. Bombers, miners, delivery. There's farmer, builder, pump. That pumps liquids out of certain areas. This just moves liquids from A to B. Picker. Carrier moves items. This is what I'm going to be using to move things between the factories. I mean, the actual greenhouses, the floating greenhouses, and the actual main structure. Stripes. I don't know what that does. The harvester, nope. Leaf cutter, robot, knight. Okay. Shovel man, the butcher, planter. See, I'm not sure there's one that actually moves power back and forth. I don't think that's a thing. I can think they can move fuel. So maybe it's going to be a situation of me having the generators over there, but I don't know. We're going to have to look at that one. At least I will have carriers moving back and forth from A to B and moving things back. Now, I realize all I would have to do is put an ender chest at the bottom of that and have that sorted into the system, or use remote storage from RF Tools, but that removes a lot of the wonder and coolness of having robots just whipping around through the air. Another part of me wants to actually make part of this room actually sorted by golems, like maybe have stuff that shows up in these chests over here and over here, start working with Automagi, and they start doing things a different way than just RF Tools. I think that could be really cool. I don't know. I mean, then logistics pipes. We'll see. I'm still kind of figuring things out, but I would love to have a hybrid system. It might be that I just pull logistics pipes out of half of this room, and I use half of this for magical storage, so to speak, of Thaumcraft related stuff, and I have all the golems do it. That could be really neat. We'll see though. I'm going to get back to work. I'll catch you guys later. Don't forget, this is what, episode 13? It's every 10 episodes now that we do the world download. We used to do it every Friday back in season 2. We're not doing that anymore. Now it's just every 10 episodes. That makes it a lot easier and more bearable on me. So I appreciate your patience on that. So it's still about 6 or 7 episodes away that we're going to get another map download. But stay interested, stay tuned. You'll be able to download that new map and see what kind of differences and play with all the new stuff that I've actually made progress on. I will catch you later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.